So now we transition to not really news, but almost like a secondary discussion topic because we really have nothing, and D23 is this weekend. So we're going with our D23 predictions and
Oh, there it is.
the return of the tinfoil hat. It has been too long. It has been too long. So we are going to talk about what we think will be announced at this year's D23 Expo. I think from California, probably from California. Some things I feel pretty confident about. Others, what we do best, we're just gonna take stabs in the dark like the Hobbit. Or was that Fellowship of the Ring, A Knife in the Dark? I think that was Fellowship. Either way, I don't know. It's like a 2-hour panel, I think, for their films division. So
1 hour for Marvel, 1 hour for everything else.
I mean,
Like,
let's also just get this out of the way because it's me saying this.
yeah,
Because Universal is opening a theme park down the street from them with Epic Universe, they're not going to announce any major park update whatsoever because they don't think it's a big deal. And then they will once again be caught with their pants down because they're freaking idiots. And then as soon as Epic Universe opens, oh balls, fifth park, DEFCON 5, let's go!
and then next thing you know, Universal announces a Lord of the Rings park, and then they're just gonna have all of my money all the time.
I mean, I'm already gonna have to drag Josh kicking and screaming off the How to Train Your Dragon kiddie ride, and then drag Heather off the Yoshi's kiddie coaster, kicking and screaming.
Okay, look, I'm just imagining a How to Train Your Dragon ride, but like what they do with like Green Gots or like God, I couldn't handle that. I just don't know if I could handle that, like emotionally. Not even like I know I could physically handle it. I've done my coasters, bro. You know what I mean? I don't throw up anyway.
Okay, so
but Disney 23.
So I have just general film stuff. I've got some Star Wars stuff, and then I got some Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
The general film stuff. Indiana Jones 5. I think that's going under a lot of people's radar. That is still coming out next year. If we do not get a teaser trailer, we will get the official title. Because for now, it's still just called Indiana Jones 5. So, and none of them are titled like sequel numbers. They're all called something great and epic. Even Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, terrible movie. Great name. You need some of that like old pulpy adventure.
Great band name.
It is a great name. All of them have great names. So this would be like Indiana Jones and the, I don't know, Ark of Lost Time. I don't know. Just throw something together. And the grumpy old Harrison.
Indiana Jones and the Search for Atlantis.
Indiana Jones, and we swear this is the last one.
Indiana Jones and the AAA card.
Indiana Jones and the Ford Escape. Indiana Jones and the Ford Fiat.
The Ford Escape. Or
Ford Escort.
Oh man. What's the what would you Indiana Jones the escape from the
escape
retirement
from
home? Witch Mountain. No, thank you. I'm good. We don't need that again. We've had enough rock memes from that movie alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree though. Like, because to be perfectly honest, I completely forgot that was happening as well until you just mentioned it. I think at the very least a title. I'd be surprised if we got a teaser, or even a description of what the movie's about. So I'm sure they'll say something. I'm sure it'll be on a Marvel style docket of like, look, guys, this is what's coming out this year, and it'll just be like
Indiana Jones cinematic universe. We're gonna have a Marion movie. We're gonna have a Nazi movie. Oh wait,
watch them subtly tie Brendan Fraser in with the Indiana Jones movies. All of a sudden, he starts showing up and doing stuff with Indy.
We're gonna have a Sean Connery Indiana Jones prequel movie about him when he was a young man. Don't worry, he has an open fist.
Oh man, Sean Connery, like he's not dead, right? No.
Yes, he is.
All right. So anyway,
he's rolling in his grave, Junior.
Yeah, well, because it's really sad that the last movie he ever did was A League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, Indy is definitely gonna sneak under the radar on there. I'm not really. I need to look more into as far as like what Pixar like animation studios and
Strange
stuff like
Worlds
that.
will probably have a new trailer.
Yeah, finally. Isn't there there's like an Elementals movie or something like that?
Yeah, I think that's.
That's
I
like
wouldn't be surprised
Pixar
if
or
that
something.
shows they like talk about it, but I think that's still a little bit off. Like late next year
Yeah.
at the earliest. I think that's still kind of in the developmental phase or like concepting stage. But I feel like
Hmm.
I've seen some stuff about that.
I've
Uh,
seen concept art, but that's all I know.
there's no Treasure Planet. There's not gonna be Treasure Planet because Chapek hates us. He's
Uh,
scratching it off
okay.
your list.
Nope. You know what? I'm
In for a
going for
penny,
the
in for a
stars,
pound.
baby. Like why not? I'm gonna say that the D23 this year is the year they announce a live action Treasure Planet. I'm gonna do it. I'm saying it. It happened once with Static Shock, and
And look
now
what happened.
I'm just addicted to it, man.
If that happens in typical Josh fashion, they'll announce it like they did Static Shock and then quietly cancel it a year or two later, like they
Stop!
did with Static
No, my
Shock.
heart, my heart! Don't do that to me. It's not canceled yet. It's not yet. No, it's not. It's still happening.
It's just on hold. It's on the shelf,
Yeah. Okay.
like spam.
Hey, don't knock spam. Spam's great. We are off the
Besides,
rails today, dog. I don't.
besides spam, what else? Non.
That's the. I'm trying to think of what else is that they've got going on.
Yeah, same. Like any other 30-something white dude, we only care about Star Wars and Marvel here.
Oh yeah. Aren't they like supposed to announce some of the Star Wars stuff?
So I think we're gonna get our first trailer or teaser trailer for the Ahsoka series,
Yeah. Oh
and
my gosh.
and maybe official casting for Ezra.
I want to.
I
I
think
kind of.
I think
I
they
think they're
might.
going to keep that. I think because no. I remember this. I remember this. You and I are on opposite sides of the tent. You think they're going to hold the Thrawn casting back, and I think they're going to hold the Ezra casting back, which is either way is a good direction to go. So I'm at least one of them is going to be announced. I think if Ahsoka. If they don't show a trailer or they're at least going to have a panel or something like that for Ahsoka, they are most likely going to announce either Ezra and or Thrawn, but not both.
Yeah, I could see them doing one, but not both. Um, I think we'll get some more information about the Acolyte show that's coming about like that's set like 100 years before Phantom Menace. Very good possibility of a teaser or an official release date for season 3 of The Mandalorian. I believe that's
Let's go.
done finished. I think that's done filming. But
Done finished.
I think the big headline news that will close out the Star Wars section is Taika Waititi coming on stage and talking
Mm-hmm.
very briefly about his Star Wars movie supposedly coming out next year, and he'll confirm that it's set in the High Republic era. I don't think they're
Yeah.
going to talk extensively about it because I think he's still in the scripting process, but I expect him to come out and talk about the Star Wars movie at least. Um, I had a friend of ours reach out to me recently. He's just like, so I didn't see it in Thor: Love and Thunder. Do you think that movie's negative reception could impact Taika Waititi's standing in Lucasfilm going, every director has a bad day at the office, but knowing Kathleen Kennedy, oh, you made a bad movie? Get out! Just like Colin Trevorrow in the Book of Henry. Get out! No, I think Taika is Disney's
Well,
indebted
and
to Taika for a while, so.
yeah. Well, and I still haven't seen it yet, so I could be eating these words
It
here
comes
in
out
a
later
bit.
this week for Disney Plus Day.
Well, I'm probably going to end up watching it because of that. But to me, I did see some people say they enjoyed it. It wasn't their favorite, but they didn't mind it. That you know what I mean? So I think it's not it's not a quote unquote bad movie. It's just not
Yes.
as good
Yes, it is.
as the other one. So,
No,
but that's again
if you all
me
like
not
it,
saying it.
cool. Now that I've had time to marinate on it, Thor: Love and Thunder is probably my least favorite Marvel movie. Even over Captain Marvel, more than Dark World. I genuinely hate this movie. It's like watching bad stand up for 2 hours. Just watching somebody that you actually like just die on stage for 2 hours. It's so uncomfortable to
Jeez.
watch.
Jeez. All right. Well, I will watch it when it comes out for Disney Day or whatever, and I will let you know what I actually think of it.
Okay, Marvel stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's talk about the stuff we're actually here for.
What do you got?
I'm calling right. I think the obvious ones are they're going to announce X Men stuff, and they're going to probably do casting announcements for Fantastic Four.
Hmm. Do you have any guesses for the cast?
I think John Krasinski is not going to be Dr. Reed.
I completely agree. We suckered you in like good clickbait. I don't think Krasinski will be involved in Fantastic Four.
And
I
I
don't
want to
believe the
preface this
rumors
though.
either, though, that that dude from You, Netflix's You, will be Mr. Fantastic either. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah.
I think they've done a better job of hiding it. Also, let's just get out in front of this now. Whoever they cast for Mr. Fantastic, whether it's Krasinski or not, let's just chill the F out and let it play out. Like,
Yeah.
let's not freak the crap out whether it is or whether it's not. If it's not Krasinski, man, why did they get insert name of actor here? He's not nearly as good as John Krasinski. Or if they do get John Krasinski, how'd they get John Krasinski? He was terrible in Multiverse of Madness. He's gonna be terrible in this
Yeah.
role. Like,
Oh my gosh.
guys, Sarah Finn, the casting director for Marvel, does not miss. Just trust the process in basketball terminology here.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think we will get Fantastic Four casting. We will get official confirmation that Matt Shackman is the one directing it. I think he'll come out on stage and introduce all the cast. He'll also introduce Doctor Doom, whoever that will be. I think Doctor Doom will be officially announced because, you know, according to rumors, we might see him before the end of the year, but those are just rumors that I don't know if I fully believe or not. But the big haymaker from the Fantastic Four,
Yeah.
they gonna announce Mole Man for the Fantastic Four movie. I'm sticking to my guns. Mole Man will be in the Fantastic Four movie. It's gonna happen.
I think you casted it, and now I've had it in my head for this long.
Danny
I think
DeVito.
they're gonna do Danny DeVito as Mole Man, but only if I get Seth Rogen as Thing.
It's clobbering time.
But there is like an interesting story to be told there, I think. It's like, so you have this, Ben is not like, you're gonna have to obviously change some of Ben's origin a little bit, but like he maybe make him into somebody who's always wanted to be strong, and so by him becoming the Thing, he gets what he wants. But there's that offset of like, yeah, I got everything I wanted and now I'm hideous to look at. Like, yeah, that would suck. But yeah, I think casting definitely for Fantastic Four. How much X-Men stuff do you think we're gonna get? Because I don't think it's gonna be a whole lot.
I don't think it'll be a lot
if
either. Maybe there's 2 slots in between Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. I could see one of those 2 slots being something X-Men related. Maybe the Mutants, or like a standalone for a lesser known X-Men that isn't like Wolverine or Cyclops, like a lesser known character that they can introduce later, or like an X-Force. Or they very, very, like, if I had to bet anything that would be announced at D23, Deadpool 3 officially being on the docket, because we've already known that that one's been pretty far along in development, and also the events of Deadpool 2 set up a potential crossover very, very easily, and Ryan Reynolds as a character could translate incredibly well. If you want to pop the crowd, though, you have Sean Levy and Ryan Reynolds come out, officially give a release date for Deadpool 3 and say, co-starring Hugh Jackman.
I would kill myself right there. I can't. However, no.
Hugh Jackman is not playing Wolverine. He's playing Hugh Jackman.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm about it. Sure.
And like,
sure.
You could have Deadpool look at the camera at one point. Hey guys, this is about as close as we could get. So I met you halfway. Come see the movie. Type of thing.
Hugh is not in any kind of like jack shape at all. He's just like, nah, bro. I've been Ever since I've finished, I've
I'm the
been, you know,
music
eating.
man.
I've been on my couch eating bonbons, bro. Like I don't know what you want from me. Like,
You smell
oh,
that?
dude,
It's
that'd
sugar.
be great, honestly. I think if we're gonna go like quote unquote small time characters, I would love a like a Nightcrawler film. I think would work really well
Ooh.
there because of his history with a lot of the villains in the X-Men universe. To me, that works really well. You want to really lean hard into this story that, you know, the overarching theme that is mutants of like just because you're different, you're bad. Um, I think Nightcrawler is an excellent one to kind of start with. You know, like he's an interesting character. His ties with Mystique would be interesting. Um, Even just like having him start in, I think it's Romania. I believe that's where it's over there in those like
It's over
those
there.
I don't know, like I want to say like Romania, Bulgaria, or something like that, but that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right when I say it, I guess. But it'd be interesting to like have that film happen with Nightcrawler, and then when it ends, it's him finally getting to the U.S. from running from that town, and he like you know comes off a boat or what have you, and the first person that
Bavaria.
meets him is Bavaria. What I thought that was like a donut, like
That's a
Bavarian.
pretzel, genius.
Yeah, Bavarian cream donut. No, okay.
I think
Anyway,
Bavarian style pretzel.
no, okay, whatever. Anyway, um, I think it'd be interesting though, like to have him like the end of that film. Like maybe that's you don't even mention the X-Men. Maybe you just do Nightcrawler, and the film ends or the TV show ends with him coming to America and whatever version of Xavier meets him there on the dock or whatever. Which could be like that's super hype. Are you kidding me? Like just having mutants already be a thing but be in the background and being underground like that, to me that works really really well. And because of course if you introduce them out of quote unquote out of nowhere, all of us fans are going to be go all Eternals on them and be like, "Yo, but where were where were you when all this stuff was happening?" So there's a lot of questions that they're going to need to be answered, unfortunately. And I do not envy the position that Marvel is in when it comes to figuring out how do you, without going time travel or some kind of world altering event, how do you introduce the X-Men and be like, no, they've been here all along?
So I'm starting to think that they haven't been here all along, but their
Yep,
universes is about to collide with ours and maybe hard reset some stuff at the end of Phase 6.
I can see that.
Um, Speaking of which, I think we got all of Phase 5 at Comic-Con. I think we're going to get all of Phase 6 at D23, which could potentially be movies like The Eternals 2, Doctor Strange 4, no, Doctor Strange 3, maybe Thor 4. But most importantly, Shang-Chi 2. And
Yeah,
if the
baby.
rumors are true, might be called Shang-Chi and the Wreckage of Time. And I'm on board with that. However, I'll put a caveat on there. I know Dustin Daniel Cretton, the director of Shang-Chi, is doing the Wonder Man series, and he's also doing Kang Dynasty. I think because of those, he's dropping out of Shang-Chi 2 and handing it off to somebody else. And they will say whoever is directing the second Shang-Chi movie, just because Destin Daniel Cretton is going to be very busy with other projects. I think Kang Dynasty is going to be a very big project, and as much as I love what he did in Shang-Chi, I want his full attention on one project at a time. Like, just
Yeah.
take it incrementally. I want Kang Dynasty to be as good as possible. I want Shang-Chi 2 to be as good as possible. So, Wreckage of Time is the rumored name that we heard. I also still do not hate Shang-Chi and the Iron Fist. Or,
Yeah. I thought when you were like, I've heard the rumor, I thought you were going to be like, yeah, it's a legend of Iron. It was like, you started that rumor. No, like you
no,
started that
I
rumor.
did. That's why I didn't say me. I said The Wreckage of Time. Now, here's something I'm just going to throw out there. As a standalone movie, a la Captain America Civil War, we might get Marvel's Battle World just as its own separate thing as either Disney Plus series or its own standalone movie like Captain America Civil War or the Thunderbolts movie of much larger consequence before a bigger thing. Like put a Battle World project to introduce the concept of it before we get to Secret Wars. Which, if you don't know, Battle World is basically all the universes collide and just dump the toy box out and have characters from different universes fight each other. I see that being a surprise project. I don't know. I have no basis for that, but I can absolutely see a Battle World project.
I have basis. All right, ready. So if they're gonna, this is the meme of Charlie Day like being like having all the stuff on the window, right? So Battle World is started by a very specific and like started and run by a very specific person, being Doctor Doom. So you know, you want to introduce him there first. I have nothing against that whatsoever. And you know, assuming of course he doesn't show up before then.
Now, lastly, the last prediction that I have is I think what's going to close out the Marvel section. Destin Daniel Cretton is directing Kang Dynasty. I think we'll get confirmation of who is directing Secret Wars. I don't think it's the Russo brothers. I know people keep asking them, and they're just like, yeah, that'd be one of the projects that would come out of retirement for, or Marvel retirement, you know, away from their crappy Netflix movies. I'm sorry, they're not great. I don't think it's the Russos. I honestly don't even really have a name that'll stick to Secret Wars, but I think we'll get the director for Secret Wars announced. I don't see it being Taika Waititi. Ooh. You know what would be cool? Bring it full circle. Jon Favreau directing Secret Wars. He directs he directs the first and he directs the last.
Yeah, I have nothing against that whatsoever. I'm down. Let's go, John. John's
one of my. It's not the John people were expecting.
John.
It's not the John people were expecting, but it's the John we deserve.
That's assuming he's not going to be busy with Star Wars projects or anything like that.
Oh, if he's busy with Star Wars projects, I'm not complaining.